Now more from New York Week as Arena looks at the story behind Lou Reed's song, Walk on the Wild Side.
Every great song tells a story, and behind every great song, there's a story to be told.
Said, name is Hollywood Lawn, and yes, that song is completely true about me hitchhiking from Miami at the age of 15 and a half, I might add, which is not easy, in 1963 for a boy, and I plucked. Well, actually, I don't know which I did first. Which was I think I plucked my eyebrows first, and then shaved my legs. I don't know how to pluck your eyebrows along, shave the legs. Hey, yeah, the song's right. Plucked her eyebrows along the way, shaved the legs, and then he was a she. Yes, the song's right. After hitchhiking, what, 1,500 miles, I landed in New York City. Not thinking, but knowing that I was a she.
You attract a lot of those people up at the factory, though, in your films, no?
What? Closet queens? No, I don't...
Not closet queens, drag queens.
Drag queens? Oh, but I don't... The people... Drag queens. Because drag queens are people who just sort of dress up, you know, for, you know, like 8 hours a day or something like that. And the kind of people we really use are people who think they are really girls and stuff, so that's sort of different.
All the characters in Walk on the Wild Side could be found at Andy Warhol's studio, The Factory, in the late 60s. By then, pop artist Warhol had largely abandoned painting to produce a series of underground films with his director, Paul Morrissey.
Incest, lesbianism.
Incest, lesbianism. I'm ready for Hollywood, right, Johnny?
These improvised films became cult classics and featured the strange array of low-life characters who hung around the factory, attracted by its atmosphere and notoriety. The drag queens Holly, Jackie, and Candy, and their leading man, the young hustler Joe Dallesandro, starred in films with titles like Trash, Flesh, and Heat, and Warhol encouraged them to act out their fantasies on screen.
You applied for welfare yesterday, Miss Santiago.
Yes.
Yes. Why did you apply for it?
Because we need it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a baby
Yeah, I could say. When are you expecting it?
next week.
I don't know. Say. Calm down. Calm your nerves now. Calm down now. Calm down. Just calm down now. Calm down. I'm trying to make this cool for you.
I'm afraid my parents have disowned me.
We're sponsoring a new band. It's called the Velvet Underground. Well, the whole thing is being auditioned tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And if it works out, it might be very glamorous.
Another regular visitor to the factory was Lou Reed. In 1966, Warhol dabbled in rock music, adopting Reed's band and styling them Andy Warhol's Velvet Underground. The band proved to be hugely influential, if not so successful financially. Reed's songs for the Velvet Underground, Candy Says, I'm Waiting for the Man, and Heroin, were contemporary accounts of life in and around the factory. Walk on the Wild Side, written after the Velvet Underground had split up, was a more sober recollection of those days.
Lou Reed was fascinated with trannies, transsexuals, particularly. He liked transvestites. He's fascinated with transvestites. Excuse me. But Lou, at one time, actually had Rachel. He had this girlfriend named Rachel, and she was a transsexual. And I mean, it's only natural that Lou Reed would write a song that had, you know, that three of the characters are drag queens.
Jackie Curtis was like the snappy redhead, you know, a real, you know, smart one. Candy was Jean Harlow, blonde. And I was the brunette. In the beginning, we were all friends, like in the early '60s, and when we all, you know, this is before any of the Warhol stuff. And we were really like close sisters. We were not Or Jean Harlow or Hedy Lamarr, which is what we wanted to be, or who we thought we were in our drugged, crazed minds. In our minds, we were women, but what we looked like was another story.